everybody, Dan Sfera, www.theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Once again, it's www.theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Today, what I'm going to do is, and because I'm sick of hearing these myths and misconceptions about clinical trials, I'm going to try to debunk 3 common myths and misconceptions about clinical trials. And number 1 is the biggest one. It's, clinical trials are for guinea pigs. If I join a study, I'm no different than a hamster in a cage. And that's the furthest thing from the truth. We've done posts on this before, so just search for guinea pig on our blog, and you'll find it. It's the furthest thing from the truth. Most people who do studies are either in a phase 2 or a phase 3 clinical trial. And these people have some type of condition that they're looking to find a better treatment for, and they're hoping to help future sufferers of this condition as well. And the reason why they join this study is rarely for just for money. These are the phase 2 and 3 studies that I'm talking about. Phase 1 studies are healthy volunteers. These studies are actually closer to being experiments than phase 2 and 3 studies. In phase 1 studies, you're looking for toxicity levels of the drug, and really, these are the first time these studies are being done in humans. But phase 2 and 3 studies, which the majority of people who participate in clinical trials fall into, which, by the way, right now, as I'm making this blog post, there are 20 million, that's million, Americans in a clinical trial right now at this very moment. 20 million Americans. So for that many people to be in the clinical trials right now, it's unacceptable that we still have these type of myths and misconceptions about clinical trials. And the biggest one is that you're a guinea pig. So like I said, most of those 20 million people right now are in a phase 2 or a phase 3 clinical trial. And like I said, these are people who suffer from some type of condition or disorder or even disease where they're looking for better treatments, and they're also looking to help people in the future. And yeah, they do get compensated for their time and travel, but that's not why they're doing it. They're not exchanging their body for money. These people are looking for treatments. And what they're doing is in a phase 2 study, we already understand a lot about the drug. We understand the toxicity level. We understand the side effects. So in these type of studies, what we're doing is seeing whether the drug actually works. And does it work does it work better than what's currently out there on the market for this particular condition? That's what we're trying to find out. We're not trying to find out we're not waiting to see if you're going to grow an arm out of your head. That's what we do the animal studies for. Phase 2 and 3 clinical trials, we're seeing if the drug works. If it does work, how safe it is compared to what's already out there on the market. Okay, so that's myth number 1. You're not a guinea pig if you join a clinical trial. Myth number 2, I'm probably going to be given a placebo. Okay, that's not true, especially not for studies like cancer. If you're in a study for cancer, you're not allowed to be given a placebo. You're either given the drug that they're testing or the current standard treatment of care for that particular type of cancer or whatever other condition you're in. You may get a placebo for other conditions like diabetes or schizophrenia or anything else, but you can withdraw at any time. So even if you do get a placebo, and if you notice that you're not doing well, or if the study doctor thinks you're not doing well, you can withdraw from the clinical trial and be put back on your regular treatment. So number 2 myth is, I'm going to get placebo and there's nothing I can do about it. Number 3, biggest myth that I've noticed is if I join a study and I sign up for it, they're going to do things to me that I had no idea they were going to do. That is not true. Okay, that is also another myth, another misconception. Everything, all the procedures, the rationale for doing the study, the purpose of the study, Every single thing that they're going to do to you while in that study is going to be explained in the informed consent. If they do need to add new things, you need to re-sign a new consent form with those things listed. So there should be no surprise as to what type of procedures you're going to be having to do in a clinical trial. So these are the three biggest myths and misconceptions that I've noticed. Hopefully this helps debunk some of those myths. And let me know if you've heard of other misconceptions that you maybe feel need to be explained a little more. I'd be happy to do it, myself or Don, or maybe even yourself if you want to get behind the camera and talk about it. Let us know. www.theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Thanks a lot.